Thank you, Dr. Khairul Azami Sidek, for us in a few sessions. So, first question, why do you think collaboration like this with industry players like OculloSpace are so important for universities?
Thank you very much for the question. Collaboration, academia and industry, it is very important because if we have a synergy between academia and industry, it will create a stronger, impactful results. Without industries and academia alone, we are much more on the theoretical part. From the industry perspective, you could leverage on the academia's talent as well as the knowledge that we have. And there, I think it will produce very fruitful collaboration. And you can see this anywhere else in the world, in US, in UK, in Australia. So they do this kind of collaboration. OculloSpace, I think what is important here is we want to have a sustainable space technology that would actually serve good to mankind, produce good talents in the future. I think in Malaysia, that could become international talent, not only a local talent. So that is why I think collaboration like this, we need to actually encourage so that it will have impactful results to the country.
Totally agree on that. So what kind of impact do you hope this will have on students and Malaysian futures in space exploration?
Okay, talking about the impact, when we talk about space exploration, space technology, it is talking about the future. Of course, when you go to America, it is something not new. But of course, for us, this space technology is something that is exciting, something that will attract the younger generation to explore. I think due to the rapid technology, emerging technologies of AI, artificial intelligence, it's getting much faster. And it's getting much closer to us. So when at one time we saw that space was something that was far, now I think you can get it closer to us. When we partner with universities for internship, when we empower the labs, that would make actually things much more complete, make it into a holistic ecosystem. Because when we talk about something, some idea, of course we need some resources. Resources in terms of the talent, resources in terms of the facilities. So this is, I think, what OculloSpace is providing for the university, such collaboration.
Do we have anything to add on these questions? What do you think about this perspective?
Yeah. The collaboration with the university and then the open mind and to accept us within academia and industry is like very encourageable, because the thing is, when we can collaborate with academia, we can find talents, and then we can share our knowledge, share the technology that we have, open to a new ecosystem. For example, for space, the ecosystem in, for example, in Malaysia itself, let's say you graduate in aerospace or majoring in space kind of thing. There's no place in Malaysia like a company to take them or to pursue in space exploration. Space is more to like deep tech, not only high tech, but we are lacking of resource. I think based on the Malaysia's space agency, there's a like action plan 2030. They are like to producing more talent with the space kind of deep tech. So when we receive a collaboration from IIUM itself, this is like, hey, this is the path that we can go together for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for these interview sessions. So, yeah, this is an amazing interview sessions and questions for Dr. Hanafi. What do you think is important for universities like IIUM teaming up with companies like OculloSpace?
Okay, first of all, thank you OculloSpace for choosing IIUM, especially the Kulliyyah of Engineering for this collaboration. And I think the most important thing that how this collaboration works is because we want to bridge the gap between the theory and practice. So you can imagine as one of the project, so we do have SpaceX one here. In class, we teach them the theory, but how we want to apply this. So this is the my first point on bridging the gap from theory and practice. And then, of course, the second thing, why is it important, is we want to produce a future-ready graduates. This is another thing that we have to pay or to be in concern with. And then the last one, of course, this is a part of Malaysia national space policy. So there are 4 pillars, of course. One of it is talent development. This is another area OculloSpace and IIUM can embark on.
So what makes this kind of partnership special? How does this kind of partnership contribute to building Malaysia's space ecosystems?
Okay, to take that questions, so this partnership is special in my opinion is because that we can have an early talents identification. So we know them during their undergraduate program, undergraduate studies. For example, during their integrated design project, and then we focus on the technopreneur and then FYP and etc. This is like a early talent identification. This is what we want. Number 2, why is it so special? Because it tailors the learning and also the mentorship by the industry. So here we do have OculloSpace, a direct mentorship from industry, and we do have lecturers to guide them as well. Right, so that is my take. Thank you.
Being part of the real satellite mission sounds really exciting. How do you think this experience will change the way IIM students see their future career in space or tech?
My point is, number 1, we want to transform their career aspiration during their study. Because I usually ask the student, why do you take aerospace? So they have many inspiration, their ambition to become maybe space engineers and etc. So we want to become a reality. And of course, to build the real world readiness, okay, where the real problem what we have in the current industry in space technology to their learning or to the curriculum. Another take is that I'm saying that this sound interesting because we are building our homegrown expertise, but we want to be a developed countries. A developed country means that we cater the upstream, the downstream, and space-derived technology stream. This is the business in space. Okay, so now the missing link is the upstream one, where the core technologies came into the picture. We are now very familiar with the downstream part, with the ground system and the communication and etc. But when we don't have the upstream expertise or businesses, we don't have opportunity to have a space-derived technology which has a much larger market in space economy. Right, thank you.
Do you have any, what do you have? What do you want the IIM students to learn from OculloSpace? What do you want to say to them?
Okay. As for the IIM student, what I'm hoping is that they can embark to learn about the technologies itself. That's hands-on, practical training, hands-on on the technology, also on the build-up. For example, the satellite build-up solution, on the space solution, that can be worked together. We do have built up a normal satellite, but we want that particular satellite also is able to be sent to the orbit, because building a satellite is just not a build with the normal plastic satellite kind of thing. The need requires a lot of technologies and tests, and then they also should be experiencing. It's not a simple process of sending a satellite, but at the back end, the licensing, the bureaucrats and everything, also the cost also is quite expensive. Having them inside our company and then bring them launching the satellite is like great experience also to them, expecting more job like in the space economy and industry. Yeah.